So to recap the story thus far, once upon a time there was the goddess Hylia, who was in the battle to protect the Triforce against the demon Demise. There's often an amber relic over there, but there's not right now. Sometimes they spawn, sometimes they don't. Usually they do, this time they don't. I'll just get this heart because I can. And while I'm off topic, note that... shut up! Okay. So there's this symbol of, I want to say Din, perhaps it's Furor. It is a circle with two bigger concentric circles around it that is not the same as the one over there. The one over there is missing this little circle that becomes relevant later. Originally it was just a symbol for, it was an icon for a song you would play in the Game Boy Color games, and then they just kind of reused it. Okay, so anyway, the goddess Hylia gave up her immortality in order to, and there's Girahim, in order to use the Triforce to destroy Demise, because otherwise he could just destroy everything and make it terrible. In so doing, she had to reincarnate herself some, I'm guessing, 1,000 years into the future, where the surface here has become a fable. Just color that in. Almost the last part of Farron Woods here. And the map will close by itself. Well, one day, Girahim, whom you just saw, at least you saw his feet, conjured up a black tornado, got wise to Zelda's antics, and knocked Zelda from the sky to do some sort of weird ritual. Let the hornets attack them. Not gonna let me stop dowsing. Christ, that's mad. So Zelda landed on the surface, went, huh, what the hell, what's going on? And I think I actually said it was young Impa. It was actually old lady Impa who helped her. The one sitting in the temple said, look, you're the goddess, I know this. So on and so forth. You need to go to these two temples of the goddess and pray so you can regain your memories of being a goddess, so that you know what you want to do, and nuts. Hope you didn't have a treasure. Yeah. You don't have to, but I'm going to exit and re-enter so I can collect up that hornet larvae. So Zelda pole vaults off of Bucha. He vaults off his belly. Again. Yay! At least I did get a ornamental skull out of it. And so she went to the temple, and now Link, her would-be boyfriend, who's got a curse on her, a crush on her. She's kind of using Link. Yay for hornet larvae. These were also in Spirit Tracks and probably Phantom Hourglass, but I don't quite remember. Don't remember Phantom Hourglass too well. I remember parts of it. I don't remember the treasures. I've played them all, but whatever. Collect up rupees while I'm here, because I'll need some in a bit. So yeah, now Zelda is at the temple, praying, and kind of... She must be hiding from the monsters and using her goddess abilities to open locked doors. Whatever. just so she can remember what she was trying to do. And Link is off trying to protect her and get her to come back and whatever. I have gone nuts chopping these things down. All the blades of grass. I've probably chopped down every blade of grass and plant and flower in this game. There's nothing special you get for it. Just like when I play like the Game Boy Color games and Link to the Past, I'll use the shovel like every single place I can, just to see if there's some hidden thing that I can get. That's not gonna help me at all. Now I'm just being stupid. Those might yield a rupee. If you have the bug net, which actually we'll get in a second here, you can catch these Deku hornets. Deku. But I don't, so it's better just let them dissipate before you approach. If you wait a little bit, this guy will come onto the rope and you can get into a jostling battle with him. Try to knock him off by shaking the rope. Whatever. There's Gorko. Good old Gorko. I can't get up there to take a look because there's no way up that ledge until somebody pushes down that log. And that somebody is gonna be me. Gotta take the long way around. Your current wallet will hold 300 rupees, and I would recommend maxing those out. I got a ways to go, but rupees are kind of everywhere, so it's not that hard to find them. This guy you can lure onto the rope. And again, look at this. I'm just holding it normally. And the Wii remote just goes crazy. There's a stump here if you need it. And this is an easily overlooked bird statue, because you're so eager to just keep going and run up and jump and grab that rope that you don't really see this. I think this is also a landing spot, but I don't see the value of landing here, because there's another one pretty much anywhere you would go from here. Okay, now we're up playing with the big boys. This is your first Quadro Baba. You'll notice it opens its mouth both vertically and horizontally. If the Wii remote's not behaving and slicing in directions you don't want to slice, you can just give him a shield bash and that'll knock him out, and then you can just chop him down. You can't move on until you talk to Boring here. Nope. Need to ask me a favor? Nope, the answer is nope. Yeah. So this is your introduction to goddess cubes. Notice the symbol of the goddess on each face of the cube. When you strike these with the Skyward strike, they will basically shoot up into the sky and unlock chests in the sky. Summon forth the light from a heavenly blade. Yeah. That's another thing Hylia did before she reincarnated herself as a mortal. She placed these cubes around so that she could lock away these treasures for her chosen hero to help her get the Triforce. If you say no 3 times to him, he will give you a little prize. Hornet larvae are not that hard to find. In fact, I'll probably max out on them by the time I even leave here. You only need 4 by the end of the game. You don't need them for a while yet. There are technically 27 goddess cubes throughout the land. I like to think of it as 26, because this one is mandatory. This one's not a real goddess cube. So since there are 26, I call them goddess cubes A through Z. And that one I call goddess cube 0. Ooh, careful, Link, you almost crushed a bird. It's like when you're driving down the street and there's a robin, or a scrub jay, or a sparrow or something just on the road. Or a duck just kind of sitting there staring at you. You're like, dumbass, get out of the way. I don't want to run you over. No, I don't want to proceed. Fi is actually recommending that we go tool up, and that is what I am going to do anyway. So you will need a jelly blob, a monster claw, which I collected in the cave, and I recommend you did too, as well as 2 amber relics. This is so you can upgrade your shield. Amber relics are all over the land here, usually when you push down a log, sometimes just lying in front of you. You'll also need about 300 rupees to fill up your small wallet here. And that's why I'm chopping down this grass, just to top off my rupees. I have probably chopped down every blade of grass and every plant and all the hearts. Like I said, just to be a completist. Wouldn't recommend it. But it's better to have rupees and not need them than need them and not have them. So yeah, making rupees just fine. Die! Oh, is that the first time I got a Deku Seed? Yeah, they're like everywhere. This is Goddess Cube A. The first one you can get. Well, the first non-mandatory one. It's kind of right in plain sight. Very hard to miss. And while I'm here, let's read this plaque. Which technically says Y-O-U-C-A-N, you can, R-E-A-D-T-H-I-S. Oh, that's how you're supposed to know how to... If you've never played a Zelda game before... Notice this bird's playing here. It is pointing upward at this crystal switch. You hit the crystal switch with your slingshot. Duh. I mean, it's... I guess if you're new to Zelda, and yes, we all were at some point, that might be helpful. There's an overworld chest over here that'll help with the rupees. believe there's 20 rupees in here. Rum-ba-ba-da-ba. Okay. This is like an exit-only alley for the time being, and now I can get back up here without having to go all the way around that malarkey. Nah, all it is seeds. I want rupees. Nope, no Deku Seed. Or no Amber Relic. This is like the best place to get a Farron Grasshopper if you're looking for him later. There he goes, but I don't have a bug net. I'm gonna get a bug net soon, but not right now. Hence why it's important to max out on rupees. Run, Link, run! Stop, Link, stop! Oh yeah, that's a Monday. Figure this way I can chop down more of the grass in there. Get more rupees and another, whatchamacallit? Hornet larvae. Hornet larva. A collection of hornet larvae. And you guys again. Oh, come on. Alright, I'll just do the check mark. Top down, bottom left, top right. Hey! There's another place you can get an Amber Relic. Just wait for those bees to dissipate or they will cause you very minor damage. Oh, she's gonna tell me my wallet's full. Yes, that was the idea. Thank you. You know, while I'm here, let me tell you a little bit about how annoying Fi is. I mean, I'm sure I'll tell you, but... some of the quote-unquote features of Fi is that she'll tell you a few things. Press down to summon her, and you can choose these 4 options. This is my favorite. An objective will remind you of the story, which I actually just did. Ugh, 95% chance. Based on what data? She'll tell you, yeah, your current playtime and all that stuff. Whether you ask for the playtime or not. This will tell you what you're doing and why. These rumors are sometimes helpful. Tells you how to do this. Do you really not know how to backflip? Is there anyone? Hey, there's an Amber Relic. What else you got, Fi? Give me a hint. Blah blah blah. I've probably read all of those. They were not that helpful. To the sky! Yeah, blah blah blah, meow meow meow. These do not correspond with anything directly below them. It's not like they shoot straight up and land wherever. These guys will spawn from time to time. This guy's carrying rupees. It's hard to hit them, but it's actually good practice. Occasionally you'll get one of them carrying a silver rupee, which is worth 100. Ah. Not that I needed that extra 20 rupees. But the silver one will just disappear after a while. You can land in various places in Skyloft. There are only certain landing zones. For example, you can land in front of the goddess statue, you can land by the bazaar. If I land here, it'll warp me to the nearest spot, which will be right in front of the bazaar. I think it'd be cool if you lost a heart or something if you didn't whip out the sailcloth, but whatever. And as usual, beetle spawns right over there, and now I've got something to ring the bell. You can use the slingshot easily, or you can use the beetle that you get later. It's a treasure you get in the Skyview Temple. There we go. Took me a while to notice, and I'm proud of that. But look, it's like he stitched his ass. I don't get that. Stitch an extra pad there? I don't know. Alright, thing number one, extra wallet. The sooner you get these, the more beneficial they are. Okay. You can get 3 maximum additional wallets for an extra 900. Second thing, you're going to want the bug net. Now you can catch bugs. Thank you. Now we shut up about the air shop. It's already been up there. Back to demonstrate and use my brand new bug net. This is a good place to catch Skyloft mantises. They spawn after you break these jars. If you hold down B, you open your item menu. And you first get your slingshot, and these are the items you must get. I think... I want to say that's the beetle. Maybe that's the beetle. Guess I don't remember. That's the bug net, and you get a whip, and you get a bunch of different stuff. And that's how you select it. This tree is special. If you roll into it, you get 5 rupees. Hooray. You can do that every time you... It takes maybe 10 times entering, exiting a building. Sleep till night. Go to another area, etc., etc. It'll respawn. Okay, and now the next thing to do is to buy a seed satchel. Okay. You notice Beetle also had for sale an extra pouch, an adventure pouch item, little slot. Those are the most useful thing in the game. But you don't really need it till later. so it's better to just wait until later. Okay, now it's time to upgrade the shield. You know, before I do, the first time you walk back here, Fi will tell you about goddess chests. First thing in the game, last thing in the game. Treasure chest-like object is a treasure chest! Who knew? You can also check out behind the scenes here. So, Gondo here makes stuff. He's the machinist. Here's all his tools, and you can sit and rest. He's working on this robot that he inherited. It's an ancient robot, because an ancient race was more advanced than us for whatever reason. I guess we had no need for robots up on the Skyloft. I don't know. But he's rusted shut and all that stuff, so you can't talk to him yet. But Gondo here's working on it. He's got his guts taken out, or God knows what. Boil! It's good to fix the shield if you need to, but first, upgrade your gear. The only thing you can upgrade now is the wooden shield. Which costs a monster claw, a jelly blob, and 2 amber relics. Like I said before, I keep a debit and credit of the treasures I collect and spend, so I know how many I've got and how many I've spent. For example, monster claws, you need to collect 20 by the end of the game if you want to upgrade one of everything. You can do multiple items. Okay. See, this one's just a little bit stronger. Anyway, if I keep track of how many monster claws that I've spent, I know how many more I have, or if I'm in the clear. Okay, and now it's time to go collect up those goddess cubes. One of them is right over Mia. I'm gonna get it. Shh, you're gonna scare away the butterfly. No one ever suspects the butterfly. Say blessed or blessed. They're both adjectives, meaning slightly different things. I go with blessed. Seems to fit the point a little bit easier. The whole motif. Ha ha ha! And that's why it's important to... Oh, is this not the right one? I think I lied to myself. It's an island. Oh, no, oh, yep, nope, never mind, shut up, I know. Sorry, my bad. My bad. My memory's not what it used to be. Because back in the war, you see, I didn't remember anything. We all said, yes, sir, no, sir, and I don't remember nothing about none of that. Oh, first I talked to old General Sweatpants Washington, and he helped us make the porridge all the time, you see, and well, when he got tired, he started making the John Adams make the porridge, and then the Thomas Jefferson, you see. And, oh, I remember when James Madison came up in here and talked to me about his little brother, James Monroe. And sorry. I'm rambling about old presidents and bad memories. I should probably just focus, right? So the first one is this island south of Skyloft. You can set a beacon. I was just thinking island south of Skyloft. I thought, oh, it's that one that you just flop onto when you leap off the edge. But no, it's not. This is also why it's good to... these tornadoes. It's good to tool up and go shopping, because you want to get 3 heart pieces. If a tornado catches you, it'll knock you off your loftling. It does minor inconvenience. You just hit down on the D-pad. Boom, there's your loftling. If you want to look below you while you're flying, hold down the B button on the nunchuck. Press C down to leap off. And look out! What fi? My hearts are low. Actually, I don't care because... Piece of a heart. Blah, 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 blah. Right then. When you're out in the overworld here, not on Skyloft, you don't have to find a pier to jump off. Now, I do believe I'm heading the right way. But FYI, we're going to Pumpkin Landing. Aha! This is a good chance to also demonstrate your falling skill. What you want to do is get as high up as you can. And then when you're near... You can kind of see him. When you're near Pumpkin Landing here, just leap off. They call these critters. They're like flying squirrels. There are 2 of each color. And if you collect them all by the time you land, you'll get 20 rupees. Aww. When you're falling, you can go into a dive like that. So it's easy to just rotate your Wii Remote so that you go left and right rather than forward and backward. FYI, you can get onto the awning here. You don't need to, but later there's a goddess chest you'll want to grab. This is from what I call Goddess Cube 0. I think that's why it's a mandatory Goddess Cube, because they want you to know that you can get additional pouch items. At least pouch slots. You can't warp to this. When I say warp, I mean land. But you can save.